to my channel and to Friday Makes. I'm very excited about this because we're going to make a needle book today, and I have never done one of these before, so I'm quite excited about that. And here's my inspiration is I was going through these drawers over here which belong to my mother-in-law, and I found this in here, and is it is like these old needles, and I was like, wow, okay. And look at this is original packaging, and double long darners. And then I found these ones in here too. Like, look at these, amazing. So this little book, because I want to do more in the line of slow stitching and embroidery, I figured that this would be a great little thing to keep beside me at all times while I'm trying to work. So I've already taken and I have put a backing on here, and I have just folded where I want where the spine is, and that is in the kit, and it comes with this one on the other side. So I'm just gonna make a little notebook out of this guy, out of this gal. But this is the one that we're going to use for what we're going to do. And I'm just going to, because I just don't like those pointy edges, just going to give it a little pointy edges. That didn't make sense. The pointy corners. Okay. So I have this already done. And now what I did here was I really battled with what kind of material I was going to use in this thing. And I discovered I had an old pillowcase, and I took the I don't even know what you call it. The piece when you stick the pillowcase in the border. I don't know what you call it, but it's double thickness. And I thought, well, okay, this is perfect. So what I did was I just took and divided it into 3 equal pieces, and I sewed around. This is folded in here. You can see the pillowcase here. And when you look in here, there's pockets in here. Pockets. And then what I did with this one was on some of them, I took and I folded it over. So you have a pocket in here that you can actually see what's in there. So that was very easy to do. And I didn't want to waste our time getting that done, because I thought, well, you guys will either make them with paper or you can make them with material. But that's how I did mine. And then I just did the 3 pamphlet stitch in there, and I did it onto a piece of paper so that I can take and just glue this right into when I'm done with it. I just glue it right in. Okay, so let's see. We have this here. So we have many, many things to do. And I cut this out from the freebie that was posted in the Facebook group today. I'm going to put this one in here. Yeah. And I'm not going to put a tie on it, so to speak, because I have a different plan. I'm just waiting for my glue to dry. Oop. Okay, so let's just get this in here. And I'm doing this, I know I already have it backed, and I'm doing this because I want my cover a little more sturdy. And when I put this paper on there and glue it, once the glue is dry, it is nice and sturdy. And I just want to make sure that I'm not in the crease, so it will. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that paper pretty? Oh, so pretty. Love it. Okay, perfect. And then we have, this is from the kit, and I thought I would just stick this in here just as a little extra tuck. Just in case, I have a little, I don't know what kind of stuff, I don't know what I would keep in my little book other than some threads and whatnots. Oh, that's what I was going to do, but that's okay. Okay, so now, well, you got to have scissors handy, right? So I thought, oh, okay. So I cut this piece here, and I thought it's just a smidge wider than what it should be. But I have a perfect little pair of scissors around here somewhere. Well, I have tons of scissors. My mother-in-law was a sewer. And so there's all these little scissors, but the pair that I did grab was smaller than these. But even that would work nice. So that's kind of nice to see how that fits in there. And I'm okay actually with the scissors coming through a little bit like that. I'm okay with that because this guy here is going to be, I'm going to figure that out. I wish I could find I was testing them out is what I was doing. And I used them as I was sewing this together, and well, you know, now they're lost. Surprise, surprise. These ones bigger or smaller? These ones might be a little, oh, these ones are smaller. Let's try these ones. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, so the way that I figure it, I will need to put in a little, and I have these eyelets here, or not eyelets, brads. And I kind of have brad that kind of looks like maybe it's lace related, material related. Oh, well, that's not going to happen. So let's just do, that one. There's some flowers in there. What's this one? It's a puppy. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to put, let's ink this up. Get my ink out. I'm winging this, guys. I have never done this before. Oh my goodness. It just doesn't want to stay put. Okay, so I am going to say that I want, where did my, there it is. This kind of doesn't seem like it's, if I had my stamps out, I would stamp this. Maybe just give it a little more luster, but that's okay. Oh, that's okay. Okay. So what I did was I backed this so that it was nice and solid. So we're going to, if this goes like this, and I want to stay away from the, spine area, and I want to just try my scissors here. This is the most measuring you're going to see me do. Okay, like that. Okay. And I am going to have to trim just that teeniest little corner. Otherwise, we're good here. And then we want this to go right about here. Okay. Right about here. And I'm going to put it like so. And, well, without poking my fingers. Does it work? Not really. Let's try these ones. There is an awl that would be so much easier to do than this. But why would we do something crazy? Okay, there we go. And then we're just going to stick this right in here. There we go. That's pretty. And if you wanted to, you could put some lace or something in behind there. That would be pretty too, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to maybe. Is there only one on here? Why is that? Did I pick a faulty one? No, I just didn't have it up where it was supposed to be. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's better. All right. You always need 2 prongs, not 1. And we'll stick that in here, like so. Okay. So then I'm going to flatten these guys, and I'm going to just take and glue this in right now. I will put extra glue around there so it doesn't move around too much. Okay. And stay away from the spine. Yep. Kind of centered. Okay. Then we can take and glue these along here. There we go. I'm just gonna get that. That probably wasn't the best thing to do, was it? Okay, so we're going to just take this like this. And we're staying away from the spine. We're staying away from the bottom. Oh boy. A little too much glue or squeezing too hard. I don't know. One of the two. Okay. And then we can do, I think we're going to just kind of bend the, oops, right about like so, so that we have kind of a rounded, a little bit rounded, and that kind of goes in there like so, and we can glue by that, but we're just going to take, we're going to ink that up a little bit because, wow, we need it inked. Coming up. Don't want you coming up. I'm just going to give it a little bit right in here. When my glue decides to come back down. Yep. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Charlie's like, what? You guys locked me out again. Okay. And we're going to put that right about here, I think. Right about there. I just kind of, you want to leave it a little bit of room there so that it can come out of there easily. You could also do a piece of lace on there too if you wanted. Okay, so let's have some fun with the book now where we're letting this guy dry. And what I chose to do, well, like I said, I put pockets in here because I thought this would be a great place to kind of hide different kind of threads with these guys. And just to put, let's see, not on the ones we want them on, the ones that don't have the, like so. And I think, yeah, this one here. So I don't have any thread or any embroidery thread right now because I'm not working on anything, but now I have a place to store it when I do. And let's get rid of those threads, although I like the threads. Okay, so that looks good. I like that. And then I thought with these little guys, that's why I wanted the pockets, just in case you wanted, you know, something in there. I don't know. I don't know. Put them in there, like so. And then we're going to play with that needle. I may never use all of these, but then I may, and then I've got pockets. I've got them right handy dandy. So now my inspiration is this little guy here, and so it's so simple. It's so simple. They didn't make things complicated back then, and they used a staple. Just used a staple. Like, wow, easy peasy. So I took the same, oh, I see what they did here. Oh, I didn't do that. They have this little thing here to hold. Oh, isn't that cute? Well, I didn't do that. I did not do that, but I'm okay with that because I'm just not going to do that. We're going to leave it as is. So anyways, I took another piece of that material, that paper, and I decided to just take the exactly what they did. Get here and here. So all I did with this was I took, put it the right way. I took and I measured this and this because I want to put this on the front of my thing here. So this goes, how did I do that? Because we're going to do this. So the needles go on this side, right? Like so. And I see where they put glue here and here. That's all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it. They sure didn't put a lot of glue on there. I guess really, in all honesty. But I'm going to be putting these in and out, so I'm going to put a fair amount of glue on here. Put that down. Okay, so I'm just going to stick it right here. Out of my way for folding this. There's that. And then I'm just going to take and put this right on top. So it looks like, well, it looks like old needles. They are old needles. I don't know how old. Some of the price tags on those needles that are in, that I haven't used yet, are like $1. And for a lot of them, it was really quite interesting to play in there. I always find little goodies that she's left. And I'm pretty certain that she would have never believed in a million years that I would be trying to duplicate that. Okay, so there is our needles. But we can also take and put our needles that we're using in our book, right? So I'm going to take this and this and put this in here, because these are the needles that I have yet to use. And then we have, I have no clue what this is. This is part of her stuff, and I have no clue what it is. Let's see. We have some paper clips. We have some safety pins. So let's try a few different sizes. So we'll put that size in, and maybe, anybody remember these guys? The diaper pins. Ugh. Maybe that. And I have another little, oh, I have a little one here. There you go. I seen ya. There, right here. Because you never know when you need a safety pin, right? So let's just take and put these guys in here. And then I pulled aside and I see, you know, I need to use some of this stuff. And I could have used that on there. Why didn't I? No. But I will use it on the front. Because I've already stuck these in here. So we'll just do that. So you can make this any which way you so desire. This is just my way of doing it. Some inspiration to do it how you like to do it. And I think I'm going to just take a piece of this and I'm just going to put this right in here. I'm going to do it right about like that. And I'm just going to leave that as a little extra. And I have pins here somewhere. I do. And I should have gotten them out, and I did not. Okay, so I'm just going to take and give this mostly glue here, but I'm going to take it up along the side here too. And this will be a little extra for when I'm poking needles in and out of that. Like so. And if you wanted to decorate this up a little bit, you could. Why not? It's a full little book. Now, do I want to put it down there or up here? It should be a little wider. We're going to put it right down, right smack dab in the middle. Okay. There we go. Put it down like that. Just in case I need to tuck something in a little more pokey room or something. Okay. And this one here, well, why don't we do another little piece of this on here? Yeah, I bought this at a thrift store. Oh goodness, couldn't even tell you how long ago. Maybe this one I'm going to cut a little more off of. It's going to be my supper time here real soon. I hear the clock. I hear it. It means my supper's coming. My father and I, we ordered in pizza because hubby is in the city still. He's going to stay back. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, maybe a little piece of lace on there. That'd be okay. Hide up some of my mess. Okay. There we go. Oh, I'd say that is my supper here. I am going to go and leave this here, and I will go have some supper, and I shall return. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back and no longer hungry with a very good supper. And so let's carry on here. We have a few more pages to do. And I think I might I can carry this way. Why don't we do that? And maybe that would be used as a pin holder. Like so. Well, let's cut them the same size, shall we? Okay. And as per my usual, I did not figure in, well, I did figure in a closure, and then I forgot to do what I was supposed to do, so I have to think of a different closure. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm just going to put that right in the center, just like so. There we go. Put that glue down that way. And there, we'll let that dry. And this one here, maybe we'll just leave that and we'll put a little piece of lace there. You can make this, excuse me, as fancy or as plain as you want, but this is what I'm doing. And look at what I found sitting on my desk too. So let's put a little bit of, because you know, why not? A little bit of doily on there. Just to highlight that little flower. So I will probably take and do a little more after we're done this video. Because, you know, and I can see my book is getting very thick. Okay, so this one here, I think we might just, we did the double here, so those will be for pins, like these guys here. And let's put another, let's do a belly band. I said I was going to do a belly band out of the other one and I didn't. So let's make this a belly band. What's going to go in there? I don't know, but we have the ability to do that. And we're just going to do it this way. The wires will hold it nice and straight. And of course you can embellish that a little more too. And let's see. We're going to do that on this side too. We'll do it as a belly band, but if it doesn't turn out as a belly band, that's okay. Oops. Don't unravel. There we go. Oh, did I make that too long? Maybe. Get that out of there. There we go. We're gonna leave those threads in place, but this one will come out. Okay, I'll put that guy back in here. And I don't think I have enough. Well, let's put it to use, shall we? Okay. And then put that in there like so. Okay, so I think maybe with this side, I don't know what I want to do with that side. Well, let's put some pins in here. My dog, Nugget, I could not find, I had a whole thing of needles and thread, and could not find it. And all of a sudden he was playing with something, and the little bugger, he had found the, ooh, can I say that on YouTube? Oops. I'm sorry. The little gaffer, he found that little thing of pins, and he had pins everywhere. How he didn't choke on them, swallow them, do some harm to himself, I don't know. There, just to kind of show you what we're going to do with those ones. So this side would be for pins like that. And we have our safety pins. Well, let's do this side, these big pins. Because, you might need one of these sometime. One never knows. Okay. So now I guess I better get busy on the cover because, well, the cover is pretty darn plain, isn't it? Okay. So that gives you an idea as to what the plan is. And like I said, you can take and decorate these up more or less. And look at, same things that happens with my journals that turned into a chunky monkey. So, what am I going to do? Now, what I had planned on doing was I glued this onto a cap, a beer bottle cap, and crushed this down, and then that makes a nice big, I would cover that. But because I put this in without doing that, I can't do that now. So let's see how this works. Oh, did it glue down? Oh, there we go. There we go. It's just really stiff. It needs to be folded out a few times. Put those scissors in there. Just turn this, there we go. Turn that guy out of the way. Put our scissors in there. Turn that back. I'll put that in there. Wow, isn't that adorable? Okay, so my little chunky monkey is going to need a nice little closure on this of some sort. And I don't know what I'm going to do to put a closure on it, but we're going to decorate the front of it. And let's see. On my poor old piece of doily. Which was what I was planning for this here, for to go on top of here. That would have been pretty, and that would have given me my raised end. And there's no way of going about that now. Is there? Well, let's now hold on. Let's see. If we move this guy out of the way, get these scissors out of here. Whereabouts is this going? And that's going to go right in behind there. If we put it up here, that would look goofy. It's got to go here, and that goes right in behind there. So, plan B. It would have been good. Get in there. There we go. And you like so, and you like so. I think whatever I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to do it that it's going to be around this way. I'm going to be wrap around anyways. So I thought if I could find a needle. Oh wait, I have needles. And thread. And I have to think, what am I going to... Close your ideas, people. We're just going to... like that. Yeah. All right, come on now. Come on now. There we go. Get in there. Just like you were meant to. There we go. Usually if you roll your fingers, there we go. A little more over here. There we go. And I'm thinking outside the box. Because whatever I use, there's just 2 holes on that, yeah. Whatever I use to tie it with is going to have to be sturdy. Oops. I do this all the time. My thread gets separated. Ugh, I'm terrible. And I'm not going to worry about it because I got more thread. And we're just going to leave that as part of the ratty-tattiness of it all. I think that works just fine. And then maybe what we can do, that could work. I have a plan. I have a plan. Let's give that a little. In there like so. One more. Oops. Alrighty. And seeing that our little needle has a home, let's put it back. Let's take it back home. Those needles will go nowhere. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's look at this a little closer. And what if we were to put a little piece of something in there, like this. And put... Oh, wait, now it's coming to me. I'll free this up a little bit. Okay, if we take and do this, I could have sewed that right on there if I would have thought of that sooner, right? But no, not Sophie. So we're going to glue this on. And then we're going to, what if we do this? That does not bring that up. So we need something like that to bring it up. Let's see. Let's take this. Like so. will take and we will glue these together. Boy, it's 7 o'clock already. Oh, crazy, I tell you. And then we can glue we're going to cut this in half. And then we're going to make this a little smaller. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be. Okay. And then we're going to glue this onto here. This is what you do when you didn't think far enough ahead. And I'm just going to put that on there like so. And then we can put this on here. And then we'll put that on there like so. We might have to take and make that a little tinier, a little smaller maybe. Let's just make that a little smaller. I don't think I can pull this. No. But we can fray it. There we go. I like that. And we're going to cut this one a little bit too. Get that frayed. Excuse me. Sorry. My dry throat. Okay. There we go. And then we can take and just glue that right on this here. Like so. And we can put that right in there. And then there's lovely labels, but I did not print any of them off. Don't have them handy dandy, so we're just going to leave it like this. And then my scissors are bending it. That's okay. Then I'm going to take, well, I'm just going to take a piece of this. Take a piece of this and cut it about like so. There we go. And we're just going to glue this. A little crooked, that's okay. That's okay. That's one thing that's great about material is it has a little bit of give. And we're going to glue that in like so. And then we're going to glue this in. A good amount of glue. We'll let that dry for overnight. Put this in here. Okay, so there we go. Oh, that's a chunky monkey, eh? If I was going to make this again, I might just take and make it 1 page less. But that's okay. This looks like it's been very well loved. And then I will not tie this right now because I want this all to dry. I want this to stay put in here. So I am just going to set something on it that's very heavy and deal with it in the morning. You can see that little tip there. But that also, this little book holds all of my stuff. That's my thread from my needle, isn't it? It holds all my pins. It holds thread. It holds my scissors. It holds my needles. And it has more room for some some more needles. There we go. I guess I'll be laying it down this way. Letting it. There we go. Let that sit overnight like that. Okay, so there is my needle book. I would love to see your needle book in the group. Post it in Petals and Parchment. Post it in Sophie's Crafty Corner. Would love to see. I love seeing all the different makes, and I love seeing all the comments and the support for each other. So let's keep it going. And also, if you're new here, welcome. Have a look around. If you like what you see, maybe give me a subscribe. Always love the comments. You guys take care and have a great night. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.